Okay, in example 413, we're going to expand some logarithmic expressions into sums and differences. I'm using the properties of logarithms given in proposition 4.3. And you might be wondering why you would even want to do this, and the answer is really simple. We're going to end up having to take derivatives of stuff with logs, and if you have something that is requiring product or quotient rule to take the derivative of it, you can actually avoid it if you can use the property of logarithms to expand this. So the idea is that this will make life so much easier. Instead of having to use product or quotient rule to take the derivative, we can expand it using properties of logarithms and then take the derivative, and it's going to save you a ton of time. So let's just get started. The first one is the natural log of 7 over 9. And rule number 2 here says that if you have the natural log of a quotient, you can write that as the natural log of the first number, or the top number, minus the natural log of the bottom number. And that's all you have to do. In the second problem, we want to take the natural log of x cubed plus 7 raised to the 1/2, right? The square root is the same as raising it to the 1/2. And now we use the third rule that says that you can bring that 1/2 out front. So here, instead of using chain rule to take the derivative of the x cubed plus 7 to the 1/2, you now just have a constant out front, and you'll take the derivative once you learn how to take derivative of logarithm stuff. But again, we've simplified the problem quite a bit using these properties. Now, the third problem right here would require quotient and product rule. But if we use property, the second property, the quotient property, we can write this as natural log of natural log of x times y minus natural log of 5. That's using the quotient property. And then you can break up that product x times y into the sum. Natural log of x plus natural log of y minus natural log of 5. And again, the point here is that you've taken something that would require quotient and product rule and turned it into something that you can just take the derivative of term by term. It's going to save you a ton of time. Okay, the last problem, again, would be product rule and chain rule. But we can use the property of logarithms to break this up into a sum to be the natural log of x squared times natural log of x cubed plus 3. And then the first term we can make 2 ln of x by using property 3 here. So the ln of x squared becomes 2 times natural log of x. And then we can't simplify that second term at all. Because we have the x cubed plus 3 inside the natural log, we can't really break that up using property of logarithms anyways. So the whole point is that we're going to save a lot of time by first using these properties and then taking the derivative.